Hey everybody, I'm Painting Papa, and the video you're supposed to get today, well, I boofed it. I blew the whole thing. Nothing left to do but start over and try it again. How great is that? Theme music. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, folks, today's video is all about redemption. It's about making something good out of something that traditionally you might have called a mistake. Not around here. Around here, we follow the Bob Ross philosophy. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. And so later on, when a piece of plastic about the size of a dime drops into this painting because I didn't happen to look in the cup, well, that's just a happy little accident. Besides, we'll fish him out later. No harm, no foul. That's the best part about poor painting. Because if I make a mistake, if I goof something, if I accidentally drop a chunk of plastic in where it's just not supposed to be, or make a drip or a drab, well, generally, I think we can make up for that. I think we can either stretch or drip or drizzle or in some way disrupt our paint in order to make up for pretty much any accident we're going to have along the way. We're not exactly painting identical copies of the Sistine Chapel over here. We're making swirlies, okay? And if you guys remember that, if you're out there making your painting and you realize it doesn't have to look like pretty much anything, guys, then whatever you do is going to be all right. There are no mistakes. Literally, everything is only a happy little accident. And where else do you get that kind of a payoff, you know? Where else in life can you do pretty much something you weren't going to do and that nobody expected you to do and you probably shouldn't have done? But still, no harm, no foul. Let me tell you, it's difficult to find that kind of a forgiving situation. Matter of fact, I can't think of a single one other than paint. If you can, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you can come up with where literally you can't mess it up unless you completely mess it up. Now, you see right here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to drag this beautiful center mass. I want to make it become a river of color. I want to take this blue and the greens and that center goodness there, and I want to drag it down like it should be. The real problem at this point, though, is that little piece of plastic. It's interfering, it's doing stuff. Let's get that out of there. Okay, a little bit more, and you're gone. And there you go. And all that did was, you can't even see it. You can't see it. It made a little swirly good. Which we're going to have to make up for. Happy little accidents. Let's drag down and make a little bit of contrast. Matter of fact, this is nice. Let's just drag this all the way through. You know what they say? A mistake is something you do once and you learn your lesson. A design is something you do 5 times, and then the boss can't say, hey, man, you goofed. You can say, no, man, I would have goofed if I did it once. I did that 5 times, dude. I obviously meant to do everything that happened there. And then what are they going to do? They're going to fire you, and that's why I don't drive a dump truck. No, I'm kidding. I never drove a dump truck, at least not successfully. Okay, back to the painting here. Now that we've gotten rid of our little plastic friend, and a quick little jump cut later. Oh, look how pretty that is. We rarely ever get to see it in its stages, do we? I mean, you get to see it, but not this close up. And again, you know, happy little accidents. I didn't mean to have the camera this close. Matter of fact, I thought maybe it was a lot farther away than it was. But I'm not good at camera. So, happy little accidents. We get the close-up of how this thing is moving. Hey, I'm not going to turn that down either. Now, at this point, the painting was pretty much done. I've got my beautiful river of blues and greens. I've got my pretty Jupiter-like surface. Let's pick that up here. And the only thing left for us to do is the victory dance. The victory dance where I grab the camera and I swing it over our beautiful wet painting. I've done this a dozen times, 100 times, 1,000 times, but normally I've washed my hands by now. What could it hurt? Okay, I dripped. But you know what they say, if you do it once, it's an accident. If you do it 5 times, suddenly, it's a way to get contrast. It's design. Yeah. Also, it turns out pretty nice. What we did was just took the last of the paint here, and I made sure we had all the colors and used them in the most contrasting places possible. Let's get a close-up view. There's a nice pink one. See that? All right. Hit it with the fire, we'll all be good. Now, I'd like to thank you guys for coming and seeing all of my happy little accidents. This video has been a labor of oops, and I am glad you guys were able to come along and see what we got out of it. Okay, now let's do a real victory dance. Nice and slow over the dry canvas. You know, this is my favorite part. Thank you, everybody, for coming out with us, and I'll see you again in the next one.